Hey everybody, it's the Walker. So what are you doing today? Well, we're hot tenting. Man, it's wintry outside, but it's hot inside. I figured we'd do a field use review of the Nitecore NU20 headlamp. Nitecore NU20 headlamp is USB chargeable. It has an internal battery of 600 mAh. I believe 600 mAh at 3.7 nominal volts. So I think it's got something like 2 or 2.2 watt hours or something like that. So it's got a little bit of power in a small size. Now I compared I actually checked the runtime because the runtime was listed at its highest mode at 6 hours, and given the watt hours, that seemed, I didn't assume that it was going to be regulated at the highest mode for the full 6 hours. So I did a test, and I did have light around near the end of the 6 hour point, but it wasn't the maximum brightness. The brightness seemed to slope down, then kind of plateau out on the regulation. So you will get on the highest mode 6 hours of light, but don't expect it to be the full brightness. The medium though looked good. I didn't actually time the medium, but it did look, based on my field usage and just looking at my, actually these days, it's looking at my cell phone, not my watch, but based on looking at my cell phone, it seemed to be kind of spot on the medium, and I didn't even bother check on the low because I'm sure it lasts forever. Now some people might be thinking, you know, you have a flashlight or headlamp that's USB chargeable, but you can't remove the battery. What happens when you run out of power? Nitecore gives you a pretty nice USB cable. It's good quality actually. I was kind of surprised, and it's long, but it's not obnoxiously long. So one thing you can do, there's the port right there. It adjusts on 2 hinges. That's its maximum adjustment. So far it seems to have been enough. So there's the bottom, this little USB flap. I tested this for waterproofness. I went to street jogging in the rain, slushy rain, dumped it in a puddle. No problem at all. And we left it out in the rain all night. No problem at all. So the USB plug goes basically in right in the port. There's a little flap. Now I can plug it into a battery pack. In this case, I'm using the Nitecore F1 with a Nitecore lithium-ion 18650 battery. Great combo. This Nitecore battery, I've had it for a few years now, and it's been working excellent. I recommend both these products, and I use them all the time. Plug it in. The red indicates that it's charging. When fully charged, it will turn green. There we go. Now, I can run this thing while it's plugged in, and at the same time it's running, you'll see the red indicates it's charging. The instructions, I believe, if I remember correctly, said it will fully charge in 2 hours. I don't know if it's running, if it'll do that, but I tested it off from a totally dead state where the light was no longer responsive. I tested it, and it was like something like 1 hour and 47 minutes or something like that. So it did indeed fully charge in the time that Nitecore claimed it would. But this is a 3400 mAh battery. This will run forever off this battery and at the same time charge. Now, as far as wearing it as a headlamp while it's charging, well, I've got this wire right here, you know, but I do have light, and I can use it as a handheld light until the charge is complete. So if you have a battery pack with you, such as this one, or any battery pack which will even charge your phone, it takes USB, it will charge your headlamp, and you can use it as a light at the same time. So that's my advice. Get this gear item, get this too. Together, they work fantastic. The user interface of the Nitecore NU20. First thing, it has a lockout. And I've tested that. See, I cannot physically push the button. I throw it in my pack, and I've not had it turn on. So that's a very good thing. It's all done via one button. Click, click, click through the three main modes. Off. Click, click. You wait. Off. Click, click, click. You wait. Off. Click and hold. Gives you the these three little flashy lights. Get the time it just right though. Try it again. I'm not sure if you can see that. Those three flashy lights indicate how much power you have. Click off, click and hold longer, and you go to the special modes. SOS, beacon, off. Click a hold, just regular click, puts you back in your regular modes. Click and hold, turbo. Click off, put you back into the regular modes. And that's about it. I hope I didn't miss anything, but it's a very simple user interface. And I'll put up the user interface instructions and also the lumen outputs for each mode. What other funness? There's not much. This is a pretty simple headlamp. Other than the fact that one of the concerns are if you get a running headlamp where you're jogging or street jogging, trail jogging, even fast walking, or generally in life, you want a comfortable headlamp. And this one's so light and so comfortable. I actually fell asleep last night with it on. I woke up, I was like, oh, there's a headlamp on me. So very, very comfortable and a joy to jog in. Did I miss anything else in this? This is such a simple gear item. There's really not a lot to say other than the fact that I really like it. Tell you what, let's go on to the field testing part of this review, where we actually take it running. We test for submersion. It's already been tested. Rain all night, stayed out there, threw it in a couple puddles, no problem. But you'll actually see the puddle part on a video of the field testing use. We also have bacon. That's right, a bacon break. We'll use this to cook bacon because I think it makes a great camp light as well, especially if you're like a UL guy. Well, obviously, this setup is not UL. We packed it in about 5 miles, but it's not UL. But if you're interested in having a really lightweight headlamp, this is something to consider. So check out the field part use of this review. If you don't have time to do that, that's cool. Just if you like what you've seen, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and thank you very much for watching. And now off to the field use part of the review of the Nitecore NU20 headlamp. Now for the water test. Basically, jogging in the rain, drop your headlamp in the water, pull it out. Looks good. And you continue your jog. Okay, we're doing the field use review of the Nitecore NU20 running headlamp, lightweight running headlamp. So let's go. We are doing 5 to 8 miles in the mountains. That's our plan. It's snow, there's a little snow on the ground. We're gonna cover ground fast, and that's what this headlamp was designed for. Here's the beam. Low, medium, high, turbo, off. Flashy. Beacon. Off. All right, we're cruising along. Hey, steady 4 miles per hour. My footwear, you know, boots, micro spikes, the icy nature of the terrain. I don't really need to go any faster. Headlamp's good. It's not bouncing. It's a beam profile on medium. Looks great. See how this high color rendition looks for a trail marker. Looks pretty good, actually. This is the high setting. Wide pattern of coverage here. Very nice. And there's little fish in there. You can't see it, but I can see it with the headlamp. Either dace or small brook trout. Let's keep going. High is almost too much power for this type of running. I'll put it back to medium. Whoa! Slow it down for a second, right? Speed it back up again. The low mode, plenty good enough to root stuff out of your pack. A lumen or so is actually pretty useful in the woods. All right, let's continue. You can definitely walk with one lumen. I'd want to have a well-marked trail. You can also definitely see trail markers, but you've got to be like, you know, really close to them. So one lumen though, you can walk with it, I mean, in real dark woods and not stumble. Now seeing where you're going over a longer distance, that's an entirely different issue. Okay, let's move this headlamp up and resume the run. It's time for a bacon break. That's right, a bacon break. Time where you can stop your run, kick back, take off the micro spikes, and enjoy some delicious bacon. Let's get it ready. We're about ready to go. I love bacon, I'll tell you that. There we are. The sacred bacon. There we go. Oh yeah, that's it. That's the good stuff right there. Turn it down a little bit. And the bacon's done. I'll tell you one thing. If this doesn't draw on a bear, I can't imagine what wouldn't, you know? Okay. Let's try the sacred bacon. That's good. That's good. So what do I think in conclusion? It's a good running headlamp. Excellent runner. Beam's good for running. Modes are good for running. I could see if I was running quicker. I'm doing a heavy backpack run. Heavy weight, you know, for trail running. But so I could see if I was running faster, I might use the high mode more, which would limit how far I can use the headlamp without having to step down, without having to charge it or running off a battery pack. But the medium, I can run at a moderate pace just fine. Cooking, camp chores, no problem. You know, it's good bacon. No problem with that. Give me a second on this. Bacon waits for no man. Give me 1 second. Oh, man, it's good. So, if I was to use this headlamp for camping more, I kind of want a 10 lumen mode. You know, that would be kind of nice. I mean, the 1 lumen mode, I can do basic camp chores and walk around, but I really wouldn't want to use edge tools. Oh, there we go. Like I use this knife as a ferro rod striker. You know, you got sharp edges. It wouldn't take much to cut myself. So, you know, I want a little more than 1 lumen to do stuff like that. But, you know, this is a running headlamp. So used as a camp headlamp is really secondary for its intended purpose, which is an ultralight running headlamp, which it worked flawlessly. And I'm going to take this camping more, too. I mean, it seems just fine for that. I can run it off a battery pack, recharge it during the day, have it at night. So it seemed pretty good like that. So all right, so that's basically it for this part of the field testing. Ran good. I have no complaints, and thanks a lot for watching. If you like what you've seen, give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And you know, I really got to eat my bacon. I can't keep going on with this. Oh man, that's great. That is really great. Look at that. Look at that. That is like meat of the gods right there. And don't think I don't notice the irony of eating fatty bacon and running. Look at that. Oh, and the best part is the grease just drips off of it. All right. You all have a great night. I'm going to finish this bacon up.